Just signed the new job offer? Congratulations! In this episode, I want to share with you the 4 top tips that you need to do to be successful in your new job. I promise this episode is going to be a juicy one. As a former hiring manager and nowadays as a career coach, I've worked with hundreds, if not thousands, of corporate professionals, and one thing I notice is that everybody is very excited about the job search process, but most people probably don't really have an idea of what to do when they eventually join the new company, right? So the company that you have worked so hard for and eventually got the job offer, so now what exactly do you need to do? Hey, my name is MEI Phing. I'm a career coach, founder of The Corporate Survivor, and helping professionals like you to survive and thrive at your 9-to-5 jobs. Tip number 1, mindset. One of the biggest mistakes I see 9-to-5 working professionals make is really assuming every single company operates the same way. Bubble pop, they don't. Each and every company is very different culturally, the people, the way they operate, structurally, and everything else. You should see every single company as a really different company. And therefore, you want to make sure that you're going into every single job with a fresh mind, right? A beginner's mindset, because at every career level, it requires a new version of you. And what a new version of you means is that, mindset, right? Everything starts with mindset. That's why the first point really always is around getting clear on your mindset of what attracted you to this company in the first place, and really giving in your effort, time, and energy to then learn what is needed to be successful in this position. On to the second tip for success in your job is understanding people. So most of the time, drama happens at work because of people, caused by people. So one thing to also realize is that every single company is pretty much made up of people, right? There's you, there is your boss, there are your colleagues, there's your team, there's your function, there's your department, and obviously, it kind of makes up the entire company. So the point is that if you don't understand people, if you don't know how to communicate with people, if you don't know how to work with people, if you don't know how to manage people, pretty much you're going to create a snowball of drama for yourself. And this is really one of the biggest problems I also see in a lot of the 9-to-5 working professionals who complain to me, who feel frustrated, as well as a lot of my clients who come to me for one-on-one coaching, and even students in my program, The Corporate Survivor. All of them actually started from the same point of really not knowing how to work with different people and how to really elevate them. Or maybe they have an okay relationship, but they're just not sure how come sometimes they feel awkward, or the communication is not so smooth, and all these things actually is an indicator that you don't really understand different people's personalities, working habits, and behaviors. It's actually going to be very difficult for you to achieve any goals at your job, because you will not really have the helping hand, or you also not get the support at the workplace, and this could lead into mental health challenges, more frustration, more stress, more anxiety, and more nervousness. If you're really listening to this and you're somebody who has been working for some time, not exactly being able to build relationships with your colleagues at work, or have a good relationship with your boss, then this is probably an area that you really want to upskill and relook at what's going wrong, and what can you do to really elevate this portion so that you can really be more successful in your 9-to-5 job. Success tip number 3 is to upskill, and upskill. You can never have enough skills to really be successful at your corporate job. And I personally found that a lot of people who struggle, who find the workplace, the 9-to-5 extremely frustrating, yes, there's a certain part that is honestly about culture, and that's probably a little bit more difficult to change, but I'd say that 99% of the hundreds of 9-to-5 working professionals I work with actually face problems because of a lack of skill. So what do I mean by lack of skill? So the top 12 soft skills is something that I teach in my paid program, The Corporate Survivor, and the concept around the top 12 skills, which really covers 4 key groupings. The first one is communication. Second one is relationships, the third one is critical thinking, and the fourth one is productivity. So these 4 groupings, and the top 12 skills that goes around it actually helps you better navigate the workplace, because now you know how to deal with problems. You're not just going to complain, but you know how to deal with problems. So upskilling is not random upskilling for things that do not matter and do not solve a real pain point in your career, but it's about how do you upskill to improve the specific skills that you need to be successful in this current role. So I'll give a real example over here. So yes, you are starting a new job, awesome. But if you have a skills issue, like there's something that you're just not so good at, you can't do, and it has always been a problem in your career, don't make the mistake of thinking that a new job like this problem is gonna go away. It doesn't, because it's not that you're like not good enough or anything. It just means that there is one part of your like skills tool or like skills arsenal that you have not really mastered. So really what you want to do here is to do an honest assessment, an honest skills gap assessment, or like where are you at in terms of your skills, right? If you think you're not good enough, then yeah, upskill. And if you feel that you are already good enough, then like why not level up? Because back to what I said at the beginning is every career level requires a new version of you. So that new version of you may not necessarily include just the mindset, but it also includes the skill set. If you feel embarrassed about upskilling and you think like, oh my god, I don't want anyone else to know that like what I'm taking this course, like it sounds bad, you have a much bigger problem than upskills, right? It's the mindset of like actually not wanting to improve yourself that will eventually hold you back. That is the exact thing that is going to stop you in your career. The mindset first, and then this skill set. Like this has to come together. And that's why like even in my paid program, the Corporate Survivor, a lot of my clients who are like working in 9 to 5, when they sign up, a lot of times like they're actually really enthusiastic and they're like, yep, MEI PHING, I know that I have some skills gap, but the thing is that like I want to fix them, so that you will face less problems at your current job. And when you face less problems, you can basically go faster. Basically what that means is that now you can drive the car that you're driving is like you can go further much faster, rather than getting pulled back because there are things that you don't know how to do, or there are some relationships that you don't know how to build, or like you have poor communication skills, and all those other things which could really be a really big resistance for you, like really climbing the corporate ladder in your 9 to 5. And now that you have done all three things, mindset, people, and skill set, there is this one more thing that you need to take seriously, and that is personal branding. Because reality check, let's face it, let's be honest, if your boss does not know who you are, you're not going to get promoted. You're not going to get recognized. Your hard work will pretty much go down the drain. So hard work is really, really, really important, but getting recognized and making sure that other people at the workplace, maybe it's your boss, your colleagues, or some really important stakeholders, know that you are putting in the effort. They know who you are, they know what your value is, they know that you're contributing. It's really important to make sure that you do get recognized for your hard work, your effort, your time, your energy, your contribution, your achievements, and all things that are really, really important for you to continue to advance in your career, for you to continue to grow in your career, for you to get even more opportunities, getting headhunted, all these other things really needs to come from you being aware that, okay, getting visible with personal branding is one of those things that you do need to pay attention to, but after you have mastered the first three things. So figure out and get clear on the corporate world mindset, learn how to work with different people, then upskill from communication to productivity to critical thinking and building relationships. All these holistically are really gonna help you to build your personal brand the right way, because you also want to be known for somebody who can be trusted, who is valuable, and somebody who can really contribute to the team and not something else. So everything comes together, everything comes to further fuel you to be able to build their reputation as a valuable professional. So, have you assessed yet out of the 4 which is the one that you really need help with and you want to focus on upskilling and improving this year? Let me know in the comments below, or drop me a message on LinkedIn so that I also know that you have really learned something from this episode. So, till then, see you next time. Bye! you.